In this video, I'm be showcasing some gameplay of the Chimera, aka the Honey Badger, the M13B assault rifle, as well as the BAS-P. These are actually available in private match right now. You can actually jump on shoothouse and use some of these weapons. So with all being said, the like on this video is going to be 500 likes. If you guys want to stay up to date with any and all news, updates, best class setups, best settings, tips and tricks, anything Modern Warfare 2, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications. Let's get right into it. All right, now in order to go ahead and use the Chimera, aka the Honey Badger, in the firing range, you're actually gonna have to go to the assault rifle section here, and you can see that it's actually not available. That's because it technically does not release into the mid-season update. But if you go over to the M13B and then go over to the gunsmith, click on the receiver, you're gonna see that the Chimera is available. Now, this is under the M13 weapon tree with an integrated suppressor and slow high energy subsonic .300 blackout rounds. The Chimera is adept at close quarters combat. Subsonic ammo hides kill skulls from the enemy team. Now, if we click this, you're gonna be able to go ahead and put an attachment and get a feel for this weapon in the firing range before it actually does release, which I do recommend you guys doing. Now, under the rear grip here, you're gonna see we only have a couple attachments. We have the Bruin GR500, which is gonna go ahead and bump up your flinch resistance. We have the D37 grip, which is gonna add recoil control. And we also have the Bruin Fast grip, which is gonna bump up that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. Now, for the stock here, we only have two attachments. We have the TRX 56 stock, which is aiming stability as well as recoil control. And we also have the Ravage 8 stock for crouch movement speed, sprint movement speed, as well as aim down sight speed. Now, for the optics, obviously we have a variation of optics here, pretty standard for all the assault rifles that we currently have here in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. So no surprises here, and honestly, this is going to be pretty much standardized content we're going to see for all the DLC weapons. Now, we're going to go over to the laser. Again, we have pretty much all of the same attachments here that we've seen for all of the current weapons in the game. But as you guys can see, we actually do not have a barrel option for this weapon. That's because this gun comes default with an integrated suppressor, so you're not going to be able to go ahead and adjust the barrel here. Now, for the muzzle, again, these are all going to be blocked off because we cannot go ahead and select any of these because it has an integrated suppressor as its barrel. Now, for the underbarrels, obviously we have the standardized barrel. The only one that they went ahead and added is going to be the Commando foregrip, which you do get by using the M13, which is going to bump up that aiming idle stability as well as that recoil stabilization. But everything else is going to be pretty much the same, so you guys can go ahead and put these attachments on and mess with them in the private match as you see fit. Now, that's going to be pretty much all that we have for the Honey Badger, because remember, it has an integrated barrel and rounds, so there's really not much you can mess with this gun until it officially does release. Now, how would you go ahead and use this in the firing range? What you're gonna have to do is actually skip out of here. You're gonna back out all the way, and once you get to this private match screen, you're gonna want to press Y on the firing range, and you guys can go ahead and mess with classes. You can obviously select the BAS-P, the M13B itself, go over, and you have your Honey Badger available to go ahead and have fun with in the private match section of the firing range. Go ahead and see exactly how this weapon does perform. Now, it has a fast fire rate. The iron sights are pretty clear, but I do wish you were able to technically take off the integrated suppressor. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. The range on this weapon, we're gonna try to take this target out back here. The range on this weapon isn't the best, but at the same time, this is going to be an integrated AR that you can use as a submachine gun, and it's not really something you could be, you know, planning on taking enemies out at long range. I mean, you can do it, but in all reality, this gun really isn't suited for that. But like I said, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. I think the Honey Badger is a pretty cool assault rifle. Honestly, I really am excited to see this in season reloaded update. The inspect is pretty legit, looks pretty cool, but like I said, let me know down in the comment section what y'all think. Now, luckily you can use both the BAS-P and the M13 in private match, and we can actually play on shoothouse. But you guys can see here, if you try to select the Chimera, it does default back to the M4. That's because it's technically not in the game yet, and it releases during season 1. Now, I want to get a kind of hands-on feel of how the BAS-P as well as the M13 does play here in multiplayer, and also kind of get a feel of Shoothouse. Now you guys can see here that the BAS-P almost feels like a Fennec carbon copy. It has a fast fire rate. It has a relatively, honestly, slower reload, kind of just like the Fennec, and it gives me that vibe. Let me know what y'all think, man. You guys are probably feeling the same way looking at the gameplay. The BAS-P legit looks just like it literally looks and kind of operates just like the Fennec, in my personal opinion. Now, that could be a good or a bad thing depending on if you like the Fennec or not, but in all reality, that's kind of what I'm getting with this weapon. Like, it literally feels the exact, like almost the exact same. I think the Fennec might have a little bit less recoil because I'm actually running the exact class setup that I would on the Fennec. But as you guys can see here, using the M13, this gun has very, very, very little recoil, and it is a melt machine. So I'm really happy about that. The M13 was good at Modern Warfare 2019, and it's also good on this Call of Duty's iteration. So you could definitely expect the M13B to be a solid AR, and honestly, probably like an M4 STB 5.56 contender. I mean, this gun, it's pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. The iron sights are clean. The aim down sight speed is relatively quick, even with the 45 round magazine here. I'm not really running any attachments that I can be speeding up the aim down sight. I'm running a standard assault rifle class that I run on all of my guns, and on the M13, it's still solid. You guys can see, I mean, easily take people out at longer ranges. Use the iron sights. Doesn't have a lot of vertical or visual recoil as well. So I think this gun's a huge W. I'm liking it. Let me know what y'all think. If you think the M13 is good. Honestly, an M13 100% is a better gun than the BAS-P. I can tell you that right now. The M13 is gonna be the gun to actually go ahead and use. And honestly, it makes sense because the BAS-P is actually a gun you get by just completing the battle pass. And the M13, you either have to go ahead and jump into DNZ to unlock or buy it out the store. So it's no surprise that they actually made this assault rifle good, because you actually have to go ahead and play a different mode besides public matches to go ahead and have access to it. Excuse me? That riot shield glitch is a thing here in private match too. That's actually hilarious. They need to get that fixed. They really need to fix that. It's kind of messed up that that's actually a thing here in private match. Yeah, the BAS-P's reload's really slow. Like, this weapon's reload is slow. It reminds me of the Fennec. Like, it reminds me exactly, and I mean exactly like the Fennec. Yeah, this is like a Fennec carbon copy. M13B is definitely what you want to unlock, though. 100% without a doubt in my mind. I wish I could go ahead and get gameplay with the Chimera in private match, but yeah, I'm really liking this M13. I mean, look at that. What the hell? They better fix whatever glitch that is. Like, he had spawn shit when he spawned in. Like, he was unable to be killed. Yeah, this gun has very, very slow reload. Y'all gotta be careful with the BAS-P. But Shoothouse, for the most part, I mean, as far as just how it looks, it kind of plays the same as Modern Warfare 2019. The map looks pretty same. It does feel, I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little bit bigger, but that's probably because, you know, they changed the scenery. There's more greenery on this version of Shoothouse, but for the most part, the map does feel and flow like how it did in 2019. I mean, the spawns feel the same. Almost like I'm getting like spawn shielded in private match, which is kind of concerning. Like, did they add like a spawn shield in this game, this update, that we don't know about? Because what the heck? But for the most part, I mean, this, it looks like the same. Same up top area. Everything looks like Modern Warfare 2019. go ahead and just call this nuke in. Why not?
Fox 2 is inbound now. Weapons cut.
Dude, it looks like when you actually nuke the map.
Copy. Tackle 4-1 launch and payload. Exiting inbound. UAV standing by. Hostile spotted. Copy. Advanced UAV is on station. Scanning for threat. Copy. UAV orbiting the... You're taking the lead.
Not bad. Not bad. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section of the BAS-P, M13, and the Chimera, aka the Honey Badger.